It's going to be a little bit different today. I'm going to talk to you about a review, an ongoing review I've been doing on a little device called the Silken Facetite. Now, I told you about this when I first started, which was about 12-13 weeks ago, because you have to give it that length of time to give it any kind of decent chance to work, which I would do anyway. So yeah, come in and see exactly what I thought of this little device. Well, first off, you get this nice little travel case, which is really good, really handy, and it's good just for keeping everything in one place too, because you're going to take it around the house with you. Well, I do anyway. I take it downstairs with me. If I'm sitting in front of the TV, it's really handy just to do when you're just sitting there. Then I take it up to bed with me. So this is a really handy little place to keep everything. Is the actual device, which is really tiny, which you can see, and it's really good for people that aren't very strong and don't have great grip. If you have hands that aren't very flexible, this is a brilliant little device because it is actually really light. So yeah, you're not going to have a problem with this whatsoever. That is the device in itself, and then you have the plug, and with this you get a UK adapter. So again, if you are abroad, perfect, you've got the European pin, and you've got the UK adapter, and if you're going to go abroad then you can take it with you, so that's super handy. That helps to transfer the light between the face light and the skin, so you need the slider gel. Without that, the two don't work, you know, they don't connect. So yeah, so you get that with it too, and I think you get 130 mils, so that is not bad whatsoever, and it's been quite exciting. So now I'm going to tell you exactly what I think of it and show you a little demo. Okay, so you're going to see a little overlay now with me using the Silken device. This is me just using it in a way that I normally would. Sometimes I'll use it first thing in the morning if I've got plenty of time before I'm going to get ready and I want to just give my skin a bit of a firming, or as I say, I'll use it last thing at night if I'm sitting in front of the TV, because usually I would say it takes about an hour to do your whole face properly, because you want to give each section, and you're going to do your face in 5 different sections. So you're going to do your chin area, then you're going to do your left cheek as one section, your right cheek as the next section, and then you're going to do your forehead, and then you're going to do your neck. So you're just splitting your sort of face into 5 different sections. So you want to give each section a good amount of time. So if you think about it, an hour is not really a great deal of time once you've split it up over the 5 different sections. And what's going to happen is there's going to be just really a slight bit of heat that you feel on the skin, and depending on what level that you choose that you're comfortable with will depend on the amount of heat that you feel on the skin. Now, I'm a pro at this now, so I go to level 5, but like anybody, you start off really low, maybe level 1, level 2, and you can do that for either the first full time that you do it, or you can do that just for the first sort of 5-10 minutes of the section and then climb up a little bit until you're comfortable. It is entirely up to you. It's all about just what you feel is right for your skin. Obviously, if you start to see any redness or swelling or anything like that, then I would just stop, leave it alone, and then maybe just contact them directly. But I have not had a problem, and I have the most sensitive skin on the planet. I mean, I can't even use soap on my skin. I have to be so careful. So I have definitely not had an issue with this. So yeah, I'm just going over each section and just doing it the way I normally would. You can see the little red light flashing. As long as the red light is flashing, then you have got more than enough of the slider gel on your skin. I think that's how I have become to know that I've got enough. When it starts to kind of stick against the skin and the red light stops emitting, then you know you either need more slider gel or move on to the next section because maybe you've had enough and you've done enough in that section. I actually find it quite relaxing. I actually really enjoy it now. As I say, I quite like sitting in front of the TV, just doing it. I quite like it on my forehead if I've got a sore head, because I find the heat is quite nice. It's quite a nice sensation. It's not prickly, it's not tight, it's just like a warmth, and you'll start to feel as you use it. Maybe I would say it was probably about 3 weeks in, so that would be after my 6th or 7th session, I started to feel areas tighten in the middle of my my frown, my furrow. I have noticed the biggest sort of difference, but I will pop some pictures up so that you can actually see. Here I have one line that used to kind of come down quite a lot, slightly deeper further down on one side, and that doesn't actually do that so much. It's not as prominent anymore, which is how I can tell that it's actually worked a lot better than actually I expected it to. And you have kind of wiped down your face, then you I have been putting on the intense hyaluronic serum, which you can also get from the website. I would recommend this just purely from the point of view of it's a slightly different consistency from the other hyaluronics that I've used. My skin feels amazing after I've used the Silken, and then I've put this on. It feels really plump, really firm, really, I want to say youthful. I know I'm not youthful, but it just feels really good. And I feel like this is a really nice little combination to have. Of course you could just use whatever you have in, but this I think it's paraben, silicone, perfume and sulfate free, so you don't have to worry about any of that. But it is definitely a really nice combination to use straight after, especially at night time as well, because you can use that and then put your bedtime sort of skincare routine on and then go straight to sleep, and you will definitely notice a difference in the morning in sort of plumpness and fullness and firmness. So that is definitely one to look for as well. Is it costly? Well, I think if you were going to look at, you know, in terms of if you put it against would you pay for surgery or Botox or something like that, then no, because this is a one-off cost. And this will probably last you a lifetime. So basically it's the warmth that is kickstarting the skin into its healing process, which is then getting the elastin and the collagen almost back into gear again, and getting it to sort of begin a renewing process. And that's how your skin is going to become firmer and stronger and hopefully more youthful and plumper again. So it's all in this tiny little devices, 3 different light and energy sources. So it's so clever, so technical, but so simple all at the same time. So I really think if you are looking for a natural way to try and help your skin, and a way in which you want to not turn back time but maybe stop time, and help your skin in the aging process in the future, then I think this is definitely a way to go. I think this is a great tool. It's definitely something I'm going to continue to use. I will definitely keep checking in and letting you know. I am so glad I got the opportunity to test it out. I had actually been looking at this one and one similar to it. I hope you have enjoyed this little video and my little demonstration. As I say, I'll keep the photographs, I'll put them on my blog, and I'll keep updates coming. So if you want to know anything else, if you want any further information, just get in touch with me, because I am more than happy to answer your questions. And yeah, I am looking forward to seeing what this looks like in 12 months time, because I am definitely pleased with the results so far. Alright guys, thanks for watching and I will see you again soon.